Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this easy and delicious mole sauce recipe. If you guys are interested in seeing how my family has made this mole for many years, then please keep watching. For this recipe, we will be using 2.5 pounds of chicken, 2 Roma tomatoes, 4 tomatillos, 1 whole onion, some sesame seeds, half a stick of cinnamon. We're going to be using 4 bay leaves, 4 whole cloves, and 4 peppercorns. We're also going to be using 1 chile ancho, 1 chile guajillo, 4 chile California, half of a bar of the chocolate abuelita, about 6 garlic cloves, 1 tortilla, 1 slice of bread. Of course, we're going to use salt, some chicken bouillon, a tablespoon of sugar, and your choice of oil. We're only going to need a little bit. In this pot, I have added water, and I've been leaving it boiling for 30 minutes. We are going to be adding 2 bay leaves and half of the onion. Put in our chicken. We're going to add 3 of these garlic cloves, and salt. Now we will allow the chicken to cook. After our chicken has been cooking for about 20 minutes, we can go ahead and skim the top of our broth. While our chicken continues to cook, you can go ahead and clean your chili pods by either using scissors to cut them open or your hands, whichever is easiest for you. You're going to go ahead and take out all the seeds from the inside as well as the veins. You want to make sure you do this to all of your chili pods so that it doesn't taste bitter, and when you blend the sauce, it's smoother. In a medium-sized skillet, we will go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of oil and turn the heat on to medium. Make sure you allow your oil to heat up before we add our tortilla. Now we just wait until our tortilla gets nice and toasty on one side before we go ahead and flip it to the other side. Our tortilla is almost done frying, so we will go ahead and make some space here and add our slice of bread so that it can start to toast up as well. So we have our chicken cooking, our ingredients frying, and then here I have set aside a dish so that as we take our ingredients out, we can place them here so that we could take it to the blender once we're all done. The tortilla looks to be ready, so we're gonna go ahead and remove it from the oil. Give it a quick little shake, rid of that excess oil, and we're gonna go ahead and leave it on this dish. At this point, we can go ahead and check our bread, and by the looks of it, it is ready to be flipped. Just look at that beautiful golden color. The bread is almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and add the chili pods on the side. The chili pods you only want to leave in there for a few seconds because they do cook very quickly and you do not want them to burn. And we're going to go ahead and flip them so that they can fry on both sides. You can see they're already starting to change color. They're looking a little brighter. So I'm going to go ahead and remove them already. Quick little fry for these chilies. Shake up the oil and we bring them into our dish. There. Shake it up and place in there. And our bread is ready as well. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add the other half of the onion. And you do want to be careful because it will be splashing. And I'm also going to add our Roma tomatoes. Again, be careful because it will be splashing. For your tomatillos, you want to make sure that you don't let them burn because then they will start to taste bitter. I'm going to go ahead and add the 4 garlic cloves as well. And I'm going to turn my tomatoes. So that they can cook on the other side. Go ahead and do that with the tomatillos as well and the onions. Look at how they're changing color already. Doesn't it smell good already?
Yeah, I love it.
I wish you guys could smell how good it already smells in here. All these ingredients are already coming together. For my tomatillos, I do like to keep a close eye on them. We don't, and they burn, then they will taste bitter. But so far, everything is looking so good and smelling even better. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the tomatillos because as you can see, the color is already changing and you don't want them to burn. Tomatoes and our onion are also ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove them. And I'm gonna flip my garlic cloves so that they can toast on the other side as well. I'm going to put those aside, and very quickly we're gonna throw in our half a stick of cinnamon, the other bay leaf, 4 whole cloves, and the 4 peppercorns. Last thing I want to add is the sesame seed because this does toast up very quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this and then remove the garlic cloves. Our angels are watching us make this delicious mole. Now that our chicken has finished cooking, we're gonna go ahead and save 2 cups of the broth so that we can use to blend the mole sauce with. Now that all of our ingredients have been fried, it is time to blend. Into our blender, we're gonna go ahead and add all of our ingredients so that we can begin to blend. This recipe is more than food to me. It brings me right back to my grandma and her delicious cooking. It brings back memories of all the family gathering at her house on Sundays for dinner and laughing and eating together. And on special occasions, all the women in our family would gather around her table and help make the big meals. For years, I thought mole had to be this long, impossible process until one day I finally stood next to her and watched her and my mom make it from scratch. And I remember thinking, wait, that's it? That simple? Now that my grandma has passed, I still keep her right here, in my heart and in my kitchen, every time I make her mole. The smell fills my home again, and for a moment, she's cooking right beside me. Now we're gonna turn our pan back on and put it on medium-low again. Place our chocolate abuelita in here so that it could start to melt. You can strain your sauce if your blender doesn't really blend everything as good as you'd like it to be, but for me, it blended this very good, so I'm not gonna strain it. And make sure you stir it up so that that chocolate blends in with the sauce. Now that the sauce is boiling, we're gonna go ahead and add about a tablespoon of sugar. And don't forget to keep stirring so that that chocolate can incorporate with the rest of the sauce. If you want your sauce to be a little more watery, you can add more of your chicken broth. But to me, this consistency is perfect. It's not too thick and not too watered down. So this is how I'm going to be leaving mine. As you stir your sauce, you can see the color already changing. And at this point, you can go ahead and taste for salt. If you need to add a little more, you can go ahead and add some now. For me, this is perfect, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it as is. Look at how beautiful that looks. The richness of the sauce. Look at that. If only you guys could smell my kitchen. It smells so good in here. Look at that beautiful color. So now our sauce is ready for the chicken. Make sure to add it in gently so that it doesn't splash out. cover your chicken up with this delicious mole sauce. Look at that goodness. Now we're just going to allow the chicken to cook in the sauce. After 10 minutes, your mole is ready. And now it's time for my favorite part, the taste test. Dip it in that sauce. Finger licking good.